And the fact of the matter is that if the missiles are being used in Manipur, even if it's a makeshift missile which is landing in the areas, and this is the visual. Let me show you that visual. This is the visual. This is the visual. Imagine that they have launched a missile. It's a missile attack they have done, Brijesh. It's a missile attack they have done. It's like people have makeshift missiles, makeshift drones. It's a clear case of missile.
Absolutely.
Imagine they have launched a missile.
I think, this visual is clearly pointing at the fact that they are changing the spectre of war or theatre of war almost every other day. Till now you have seen that people ambushing, taking sniper shot, or violence going on from both sides, or a mob attacks a particular house or police station, or hold people for ransom. First came the drone and then comes the missile attack. I think it's going to increasingly make the task of both the police as well as central police force very, very difficult.
But then, Brijesh, missile, to say from drones to missile, I'm stunned. I'm stunned someone has made a makeshift missile.
Well, I think, if you remember, our reporter had gone there to Manipur to cover the theatre of violence, and when he came out, there were several handmade weaponry which was usually not thinkable. I think, with drone and missiles, I think, you cannot rule out the help from across the border, which is helping them, that even if you don't have the wherewithal, you can still make up, crude but effective, at least effective enough to send a deadly message.
But then, this is also telling us that the violence between two communities have escalated. What is your opinion? Why has this violence escalated?
Karthikeya, I have been saying right from day one, whenever there would be a lull in violence, people would rush to say that a peace has returned, or at least normalcy is returning and all. I never believed that for a second, because every other, fortnight, 7 days, 10 days, the peace or the so-called lull in violence was brutally shattered by another round of attack which would further inflame the situation. I think what has happened in the last 1 week is, if I may say so, what they have done is that they have taken it to another level altogether. With the usage of drone to drop bombs and all, and to use of missiles, from or rocket from one end to to other side, carrying distance of 3 to 5 kilometers. I think they have upped the ante, if I may say so, in the last 1 week, and the weaponry which was used in violence till now, there's a complete shift from that.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. This is a big story that is breaking, and in this big story, we are also telling you that the schools will be closed.
Yeah.
Now I am going to break the other part. The schools will be closed in Manipur. Schools will be closed in Manipur, and let me read this. The government of Manipur, the schools will be closed. The government of Manipur says, in the view of the unrest in the prevailing situation in the state and keeping in mind the safety of the students and teachers, all government schools, government, private and central schools of the state will stay closed on 7th of September. All zonal education officers under the Department of the Education schools Manipur are hereby directed to inform all concerned under their jurisdiction to take up necessary action. This is issued with the approval of the government, Director of Education Manipur. All schools closed. All schools closed. All schools closed, and now you have a missile attack.
See, Karthikeya,
you had a drone attack, You had a missile attack. Yes,
If you
yes,
remember,
Brajesh.
if you remember, we are covering since we've been covering it right from day one and much before the violence started. The fact of the matter is that when the schools opened for the first time in Manipur after a great deal of violence, we saw it as one of the first signs of normalcy returning to the state of Manipur.